Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Youth Changers Kenya YouTube channel. We are so glad to have you after a long break. We have missed you, and we hope you have missed us too. And we look forward to having very good conversations. I'm Sharon. I'll hand it over to my other friends to introduce themselves.
Hey everyone, my name is Jay Lawinski. I'm so excited to be here once again to have this beautiful conversation with incredible speakers. That is Mercy and Sharon. So yeah, I'm looking forward to an interesting conversation today. Yeah.
Hi everyone, Nyarangi, Marcy, and this is my debut on the channel, so I'm really excited. Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to have this conversation and just get into it. Yeah.
All right. And thank you, everyone. So today we are going to have a very interesting conversation. We are going to play a game, and the game is by YCK. It's called Uhusiano, which means relationships. So for this game, we get to know each other better. You also get to be more self-aware, get to know your non-negotiables for all types of relationships. I know most of the times when you talk about relationships, we all think about your partner, but we are talking about friendships, and we're talking about friends and even associates. So we'll have an interesting time. I'm looking forward to getting to know all of you better. So I'll start with the first card. I'll start with the first card. And the question is, what do you enjoy about being in a relationship?
Yo, what do I enjoy about being in a relationship? Relationships are quite interesting because this is somebody you, let's say, for example, you never knew before, and you're getting to know this person, a whole new person that you never knew. So the most interesting thing is knowing someone, like just knowing someone, how they reason, and just being able to form a community apart from the people that you know. So relationship for me, that is the most interesting and intriguing thing because I'm like, oh my God, 10 years ago I didn't know you. So now I'm knowing this person and getting a whole perspective about this new other person, and you're like, oh my God, this is so interesting. So I feel like this is the most amazing thing about relationship. Yeah.
All right.
Well, what I think is interesting in a relationship, the fact that you get a front row seat to someone's life, like that's interesting. It's like imagine having your life unwitnessed by anybody, like no one knows your name, no one knows you exist. So relationships are just interesting in the fact that a human being somewhere knows you exist and they get to experience you, like the good and the bad and the ugly and the beautiful. Yeah. So I think that's an interesting thing to have someone witness your life. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. For me, what I like most is having that person, my person, and someone that I can talk to and tell anything. And for me, most of the times when I think of someone I'm in a relationship with, I want it to be someone that I can tell anything. So I really enjoy having such open and vulnerable communications. I enjoy that part of a relationship a lot. Yeah, so that's what I like about being in a relationship. Okay. Next question. How many years has your longest relationship lasted?
Uh-uh.
Oh, wow.
Melissa?
You just want to embarrass us. Like I
Dear Lord.
come slowly. What do you mean? You want us to like expose ourselves, like, you know? But yeah, the longest relationship that I've been in, I don't know. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned relationship in many aspects. So if I am winning in friends, I'm really winning in friends and families because they can't really get away from me. They're stuck with me.
Yeah.
So apart from that, the relationship, the man to woman relationship, I'm a woman, like that kind romantic relationship. The longest I have been in one is 2 years. And yeah, like that's amazing. That was like amazing. That was an amazing relationship that I was in. And I enjoyed every bit of it. It was just beautiful. And yeah, I don't know if I'm answering your question, but yeah, that is the longest relationship that I've been in. Yeah.
That's okay. Now I feel like I should not say when because it was long. Um,
That was long, right?
no, 2 years. 2 years is
There
fine.
are so many short-term relationship, one term, 6 months, 1 week. I don't want to mention those ones, but yeah, yeah, I've had like a longest relationship of 2 years. Very solid, solid one, yeah.
Okay. My longest relationship, I will
Yeah.
just estimate. Say exact. It was more than 7 years.
Nice, no nice. Yeah. Eh? Wait, 11 years?
No, 7. More than 7 years.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow.
Listen.
Okay. Now I feel bad because I feel like, okay, guy, Kwani, I don't know how to keep relationships. What do you mean 7 years? Wait. Okay.
No, trust me, you're doing well. The fact that
Like,
you've
I
had
don't know,
short-term
take me through the
relationships.
process. Did you start like, did the talking stage start like 1 year, then
Mm-hmm.
started dating for another 2 years? Like, you know, I feel like I'm a detached person. 7 years.
Yeah, that's good. That's good that you're detached. You're able to like end a relationship fast once you feel it's not tracking. That's a good thing.
No. That's not a good thing to say because I feel like you should be able to maintain relationships. Like the fact that you stayed in a relationship for 7 years, that shows like you are really committed to this one. So yeah.
Um, yes, I, I agree with you. I was committed to it, but I also feel I was young. So there are things that would happen and I'd let them slide. So the red flags looks like orange and pink at some point, and then
Ah,
you get
okay.
you get to a
But did
point.
you like get comfortable, like you're like in a space where you're very comfortable with this partner? Because for you to stay that long, it
Mm-hmm.
means like there are things that you let slide. Like you mentioned the red flags. You just like, okay, they are pink. They're not red. You see, like you're seeing, okay, this is red, but you're like, no, I can tolerate this. And how did that really work out for you? Like, I don't know.
I see. You're
Like,
very
how did
curious.
you maneuver through that? Because me once I was like, oh no, I'm not doing this. Red is
Hmm.
red. Yeah.
Um, I think one thing is you get into it and then you become so comfortable. Now you've been with this person for so long and you're wondering you're leaving after 6 years. This is the
Yeah.
person you've known for those 6 years. Now you're in
Yeah.
your seventh year and it's not tracking, and you're thinking, no matter how long you stay, this one will not track, this relationship will not track. But at some point, you really get comfortable with a person. And also think the beliefs I have now and the beliefs I had then are quite different. So as young, this is my first partner,
Oh wow.
for
Yeah.
better, for worse. But now,
Yeah. Mm.
I don't even think I can date someone for 2 years if it's not going anywhere. Even a year. I'm out.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. How about you, Mercy?
Um, damn. I think mine was 2 years and then on and off, like my network for another 2 years. So let's say four, but like two seriously. That's like a
Mhm.
romantic relationship, but I'm also winning in friends. I'm also winning in friends, but like partner wise, 2 years on and off for 2 years. Yeah.
Mm. So why
Mm.
do you think we do the on and off? Because I think sometimes when you're doing on and off, you're thinking this will not work, but you want to give it a try,
Is
so you go back.
yeah, on and off is you've known this person for 2 years and you have broken up, and then now you have to start telling someone your favorite colors. Like, how
Yeah.
many times does the world need to know? So you go back because it's comfortable, it's familiar. They
Yeah.
have shown signs of growth and change. You have also shown signs of, you're like, I would have handled that situation differently. So if we actually do get back this time, we won't have that problem again. Two
Mhm.
months later, that particular problem again, again, and you're like, nah, can't do this. Then you go 2 dates, and you're like, no, you're a checker, aje jamani. You're used to what
Unfortunately,
you used to. You're used to what you're used to, and like there's always that one thing that makes you go back. Maybe they loved sunsets and you love sunsets. Maybe they love a thing that you particularly love, and everyone else you're trying to go out with don't love that particular thing, and you're like, acha tu nirudi huko. I think I can close my eyes to those red flags and just pretend it's gonna be okay. But then you get
yeah.
triggered again. So on and off, on and off. Yeah.
And then they say, you see, people like people, relationship partners, they most chances they won't change with you. It's so sad and it's so
Yeah.
true. They will never change for you. They'll change for that other part. They learn from consequences. So once you
Yeah.
stop that, you're like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm out. That is when they start learning. They're like, okay, in my next relationship, not with you. I'm sorry, but not with you. But with the other person, will be like, in my next relationship, oh my God, I know
Mm.
these people will leave at this point, so they'll change for them. Quite unfortunate and so sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
So no matter
unfair.
how many times you go back, there's
Mhm.
it will be a repetitive form of a relationship. They'll just keep doing and even try to keep it a notch higher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's like we are teaching them for the people that will come next.
Yeah.
So my next question, mm, it's actually a follow-up to what you've said, Joyce. What will you make better in the next relationship or in your current relationship? What will you make better in the next or current relationship?
What I'll do better, uh, currently, what I'm doing better is communication. Most people don't really talk about this because I'm not really good at listening. I'm really good at being listened to. So
Mhm.
I think most of the relationship that really fell out was because I was not really good at communication. Not necessarily, I didn't communicate better. I didn't say my needs better. I didn't put things out better, right? So in my new relationship, in my current relationship, I am really learning how to communicate. If I want this, if I want to do this, then I'll do it. If I don't feel like, I don't do it. If I feel like I'm hurt, I'll have
Mhm.
to say that, this is why you really hurt me in this way. I won't like compromise and be like, okay, I can really hold this because I realize that most of the relationship, if you're not communicating, then you'll definitely fall out. And then the thing that I had said earlier is like learning to move from the first red flag. Like, don't stay there and like wait to see, okay, this person will definitely change. This person will change. This person, no, they won't change. So the best place is just move. When you feel like this is overwhelming, when you feel like, okay, I've done too much, it's better to like leave that space. There are so many beautiful people outside here who are willing to love you just because you're you. So yeah, that is what I'm learning. Yeah, communication and just living at the first red flag. People show you who they are once, and you better believe them. Yeah.
Okay.
So what am I learning? Damn. This after 4 years, you're like, what are you guys? I'm not doing this anymore. So, okay, what I'm learning is actually you can be in a relationship for a very long time. You change who you are. Like the person you are after that time is like a new person. So relearning yourself and knowing what you actually like and not because it was a mutual thing you're liked. So I'm learning to be more me and not okay. It's not like the things I learned from said person were bad, but like I lost my identity in the process. So now it's like, do I actually love that song or is it because
Yeah.
person X loved that song? So rediscovering myself and being that person, like the authentic me, and allowing space for the other person because they're also maybe bits and bobs of the people they've been with. So allowing them to to like come back to themselves. So that and communication. I am a poor communicator. Very poor. Very poor. Like something will hurt me and I'll just let it slide and be like, I'm 100% sure they didn't do that because like they hate me or anything. It's maybe something like they did not intend to do that thing. Then it happens again. It's pissing me off, but I'm not saying that it's pissing me off. So, you can only handle something for a, a particular time. So, like learning to say, I don't like this. Can we not, please?
Yeah.
So learning to actually my my views out or like how I feel in a relationship and communicating and knowing that if they love you enough, they will change. And if it's something that is not within them to change, maybe you'll have a conversation about it and you'll know maybe they're not doing this to hurt you and maybe how you can work around that situation. But like always say what you feel because they can't read your mind, sadly. So you have to communicate how you feel. Yeah, that's what I'm planning.
While you
Okay.
were talking, I actually realized there's something. While you're talking, the first point that you're saying that, you know, learning to just like creating that space. I remember that when you're in a relationship, you take your life and you put inside that other person's life, you forget you also have a life. So
Mm.
while you're talking, I remember that I'm also learning to regulate my life. My life should not be around this person. In as much as I love you, I have friends, I have families, I have other people around me. So I should not take my life and then put it inside yours and let's live with you. Like, when you think like we should go this, I'm just going there blindly. Just doing the things that you love because you love it. And I forget about my own also love language and the other things. I forget about myself. And yeah, I did that several times, taking my life and then literally putting inside the other person's life and really affected because my life revolved around that person. When it came to heartbreak, I really felt the absence. So that one made it easy for me to always get attached, to go back. Yeah. So
Mm.
yeah. Mm.
What about you, John?
Okay.
Share.
So for me, it's the same with, I think you're all struggling with communication by the way. But for me, it's communication when I'm angry or when I don't like something. I'm very good at communicating when I'm appreciating something or when I want something to be done more. But now when I'm angry, I don't communicate. So what happens is at some point, someone will do something very, very small, something small, and then I will end everything, and the person starts wondering what is wrong. But the thing is, I've bottled up so much. So if we start talking about it, I have a whole list.
Yeah.
Eh? Last year, July, this is what you did.
Wow.
In 2022, this is what you did. So what I'm learning to do is communicating about an issue when it happens and not keeping quiet with it, because then I end up being so angry. So we'll have a very small fight and I'll be like, okay, we are done. We are done. And we're not,
Yeah, always.
yes, we're like, this is what you always do. And someone
Yeah.
is wondering, hey,
What do
how?
you
You've never talked about it before. So that's what I'm learning. And the other thing I'm learning, which I'm also practicing with my friendships, is loving someone the way they want to be loved. And for me, it's I don't like football. I will not leave the house to go and watch football.
Yeah.
But if this person wants to go and watch football and he will have a good time and he wants me to accompany him, I am willing to love them that way.
Okay. Oh.
So it's learning to love the people you're with the way they want to be loved. For example, I love art a lot, and most of my friends and family don't love it. So most of the times I go alone. But there's a time when someone just joined me and they really don't understand what art is all about. And we did a whole exhibition tour with her. It was so good to just feel someone else there with me. So now I'm also learning to doing the same. This is what you like. I will do it and I will love you the way you want to be loved, not the way I think I should love you. Yeah.
Oh my God, that is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. Yay.
Yeah. So that's something I'm learning. It's hard.
Literally
It's
speaking your
hard.
language. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's be better in communicating. Sema kitu
Yeah.
inakuasha.
Tutajaribu. We are trying. We'll be better.
Okay. Next question. What attracts you in a person?
Mm.
Hmm.
Mindset. Mindset. Honestly,
Mhm.
mindset attracts me in a person. Mindset, the way someone thinks, it's everything to me. When I look at you, I'm like, oh my God, I see Sharon, and this is how it thinks. I'm like, oh my God, Sharon, you're so beautiful. You
Yeah.
see, so for me,
Hmm.
it's mindset. I'm very big at mindset. Yeah, a person.
Okay.
Yeah.
So nice. What attracts me is a person who can actually communicate. Because I'm like, wow, you
Wow.
can say that? We are allowed to say that? Okay. Like you're telling me how you actually feel? Like, damn. Damn. Yeah, that attracts me because I feel
Mhm.
like struggle so bad with communication. So it's nice when people communicate so that I'm also like I can get out of my shell and actually say the things that I'm thinking out loud. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, that's interesting because they allow you to now communicate.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is something I'll start looking for.
Yeah.
So for me, it's kindness. Um, Kindness is underrated. A kind person
Um,
is a good person. That's something I'm learning. Even when I listen to people's stories, and I can tell if this person was kind, they would not have done that to you. So for me,
yeah.
kindness is very attractive.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Agree.
Okay. So the last question, what would be your ideal relationship?
Okay.
Let us remove the lists that we have.
Eh, where's my notebook? I'm kidding.
Well, an ideal relationship looks like a place where I can be very safe and very vulnerable at the same time, and I feel like I am being listened to. So that's like my fantasy, the ideal relationship that I think will work for me. Somewhere I feel like, oh my God, if you are imagine you're having a long day and you feel frustrated, but you feel like you have a safe space to just go and you'll be okay, you'll feel home. Yeah, that's so beautiful. That's one thing I love about relationship because you feel like, I have someone I can actually go and yap for 1 hour and they'll be just there listening. Someone you can really cry on their chest and like, I did this, da, 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 and they're just there holding you, taking you through that moment. Like that's the most ideal relationship for me. Yeah. Yeah.
They blushing. So my ideal relationship is um yeah. I feel like I've been in a shell for so long, so a space where I can just bloom. Like I can be open, I can communicate without feeling like, you know, what's interesting is I was having a conversation with a person and they said I'm psychoanalyzing them. I'm like, I'm just trying to listen. Like, come on. So sometimes I feel like am I coming off as too much? Like when I communicate or I ask certain questions, it's just that I'm trying to know how you're doing, like how your mind is working, because I feel like I constantly ask, like we could hang out for 6 hours, but you'll hear, "Are you okay? Are you feeling okay?" Like, yeah. And for some reason, some people find that, I don't know, not cool. So
Too
I don't.
much.
My ideal
Mm.
relationship would be where maybe everything is communicated so that I don't have to worry, because I worry. I worry for a person. I worry, like when I care about a person, I worry about them a lot. So ideal relationship is me not having to worry, like where everything is communicated, everyone is listened to, cared for, and not judged. Like, yeah, yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, you would like that.
Yeah, very much.
For
Yeah,
me, my ideal relationship is a fun relationship. I am very playful. So when I'm not
Yeah.
playful around someone, that's a red flag. Yes.
yeah.
The moment, the moment I hide that part of me, I'm done. Because I know
I'm
I'm not
just
talking.
imagining you jumping. I can see it. I can see it. I'm like, oh my God. This is interesting. Yeah.
I'm very playful. I enjoy dancing, enjoy music. So I want a fun relationship, and I'd like someone who makes me comfortable enough to have that fun.
Oh, yeah.
The other thing is communication. I also worry and overthink. So please communicate. And it's not that I want you to tell me everything you're doing, but I feel
Yeah,
like when you communicate really well, we're being accountable to each other because you're no longer alone. Yeah, so communication is also something that I'd like in my ideal relationship.
yeah.
So you want someone that brings out the children in you. Oh my God.
Yes, yes, please. Because we are serious most of the time. We are working, in
Yeah.
meetings, you're serious. So you want to have fun
Yeah.
after work. Yeah. Oh, the last trend. I think we can do an is wait for Joyce to come back. Share an aha moment in any of your relationship.
Mhm. I feel like it's that part of communicating, like when
Yeah.
someone communicates well, you stay in a relationship for long, you have changed your whole person. And then someone does something that is like unheard of or like something, and you're like, hmm, uh-huh, hmm, I see. Like sometimes maybe this is how it should be done. This is how it should
Mm,
have been communicated. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's it.
that's it.
Yeah,
All right. For me, my aha moment in one of my relationships, it has to be a friendship.
yeah.
And I was fighting with my friend,
Mm-hmm.
and she just called me out, and she told me, "I don't think we are fighting because of what happened. I
Yeah,
think there are things that we've not talked about, and that is why we are fighting. That is why this fight is
yeah.
that big." And it was at that point that I realized I bottle up things so much, and I've done that
Mm-hmm.
for a very long time. So to me, it's very normal. It's normal
Mm.
to just be angry today and
To
be okay
not say what
tomorrow.
you're thinking. Yeah,
Yes. So that's the moment I realized I needed to do some work
yeah,
because I used to remember everything you're telling me. I
yeah.
listen to words.
Yeah,
Okay, it comes to words. So I know everything you told me since last year, or
yeah.
even
You're keeping notes in
2020.
your head.
Yes.
Multiple notes.
I used to do that a lot. But yeah, I think the moment she called me out, I realized that is something I needed to work on.
Yeah, I think the things I also thought that this is normal, but maybe they're not normal. And then you're having a
Yes.
conversation randomly with a friend, and then they say, "I know that," and you're like, what? Isn't that like normal?" And they're like, "No, that is not normal." Or
Yeah.
yeah, so learning that there are a lot of ways to look at a particular situation
Hmm.
or to like yeah, it's just interesting. It's interesting. And yeah, I was called out in that moment and I was like, okay, maybe I need to readjust on what healthy looks like, unhealthy looks like, and yeah, all that. Yeah. Now I'm the unhealthy one. I'm the one triggering people.
And they're like, what's your problem?
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is such a good conversation. I feel like I've learned things about myself.
Yeah.
I've also gotten to know you better and Joyce better. So it's been a good
Yeah.
conversation. Well, for our audience, we have the cards. If you need them, just give us a call, let us know, and then we'll figure out how they can get to you. Yeah.
Yeah. Like this, they're very nice cards actually. If you're getting into a relationship or like chilling with friends and you're trying to get to know each other better, because now I know you, Sharon, a little bit better than I did than I did
Yeah.
initially. You're always doing serious business.
I
So
know.
you don't get to see the other side of a person, because actually the way a person presents as a friend and the way a person presents as a partner, maybe in a relationship, they're very different. So it's good to know you outside of, serious settings, like the other side of you. I feel like yeah, yeah, this was nice.
Yeah, it was really nice. Same here. Now I know you
Yeah,
better. We're calling you out
yeah.
and we're like, so are you communicating better
Mm.
now? Do you think
Yeah.
this is better?
Are you? What are the
Yeah,
tricks?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.